Hey guys, it's Lindsiann, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about the best places to shop online. I honestly used to hate shopping online because I just was definitely the type of person that needed to try something on before actually buying it, and just returning stuff is just so much work. So I would just honestly just never shop online, and I would just get clothes from my local mall. Because of quarantine, these days I have been shopping online like crazy, and honestly it's so much better than shopping in person. I mainly actually just thrift online, so go on a bunch of Instagram stores and Depop accounts to shop there. The things there are so much cooler, and they're definitely a lot more options than if you just go to a regular basic store like Zara. So I've compiled a huge list for you guys of all the best stores to shop online right now, and I want to make sure that these stores were pretty unique and it might not have been brands that you heard of before. This is going to be episode 2 of the ultimate fashion guide. If you guys haven't seen episode 1, you guys should watch it now. I basically try on my entire closet and I tell you guys some things to look out for when you guys reevaluate your own closet. So without further ado, let's just jump into the video. So how this video is going to work is that I divided everything into categories. So all the categories are going to be listed here. And within each of the categories, I divided the brands by price point. It's going to be divided into a more affordable price point, a medium price point, and a more bougie option for y'all bougie people. I will also be putting timestamps in the description box below if you guys want to jump around or something. The first category is going to be Y2K. And if you guys haven't seen my aesthetics video, which you guys should watch, Y2K is basically the year 2000. It took me literally so long to understand that Y2K was year 2000. I'm just dumb. This aesthetic is basically what people would wear in the 2000s, the crop tees, baggy jeans, and the shoulder bags. So I have a bunch of stores for you guys. I wrote everything down in my blue notebook. It's so cute, it says, "Oh whale." But the first store I have for you guys is called Good Store, and this is this online vintage shop curated by Oanda Queen. I'll put her Instagram handle here, but she is amazing, and I think she's located in Vietnam. So her thrift finds are super cool, and it definitely has that Y2K aesthetic. It's a bunch of cropped cardigans, skirts. How the store works is that she thrifts and then she's gonna put it online. So the thing with this is that since there's only one quantity available, it goes out of stock really quickly. So you guys should definitely follow her Instagram and make sure to keep in touch with the drops so you guys can get the stuff that you guys actually want. And everything in her store is going to be around $10 to $40, so it's definitely a more affordable option, especially since it is secondhand. The next store I have for you guys is Almighty, and I love Almighty. Their aesthetic is everything. Almighty is basically taking on the fashion world by storm. Honestly, I think they're the next IMG. All the models are wearing them now. Bella Hadid, Emily Carlson, a bunch of models are wearing Almighty right now. And it's kind of if Hot Topic had a popular sister. The brand is very colorful. They have a bunch of tees, skirts and stuff that are a bunch of different colors. They have a bunch of really cool graphics too. Their clothing is definitely a bit more expensive. It's gonna be around I would say $50 to $100 for everything in their store. But if you guys like that kind of retro funky vibe, you should check them out. The last store I have for you guys, which is the more bougie option, is another online vintage thrift store. And on Instagram, they go by @Masha_Jalen. They basically sell these really rare pieces. So everything in their store goes for around $100 to $300. And they don't only specialize in 2000s clothes. They have a bunch of 90s things, rare vintage 90s dresses, 90s tops and stuff. They definitely specialize a lot in cool dresses, really fancy gowns or maxi dresses and stuff. So that's it for the Y2K aesthetic. The next one we're talking about is going to be that minimalist blogger aesthetic. Basically, if you guys are on Pinterest, and I'm definitely a Pinterest girl, the really minimalist, pastel colored blogger aesthetic, just basically influencers wear, But the first brand I have is a Korean brand called Black Up. They ship to the US, so you can definitely buy from here too. They kind of remind me of Brandy Melville almost, but Brandy Melville combined with Korean fashion, which is so cool. They sell really cool tops and a bunch of crop cardigans too. It's literally just Brandy Melville, really cute tank tops and stuff. Their pants are actually really cool because right now I really like straight leg pants, and they have so many of those on their website. They're also really affordable. Everything on the website goes for around $20 to $50 max. Another affordable option for this blog aesthetic is an Instagram store called Vesper_Co. This season, like, a tie-dye has definitely come back and everyone's wearing tie-dye now, especially like sweats and stuff. So this like Instagram store sells a bunch of really cute tank tops, and everything on their website goes for like around like $10 to $30. But what's really cool about Vesper is that it's a slow fashion and ethical brand, and all the pieces are handmade by the owner, which I think is so admirable and so cool. And this is just an example of how you guys can support like ethical brands with it being like really affordable still. But onto like the medium price point, there's two stores I want to show you guys. The first is Naked, or like NAKD, and they sell a lot of basics and really cool trousers, and also Style Addict, that's the second one. Naked and Style Addict are kind of like the same store almost. They sell really similar things, and I think their color palette's definitely like more earth toned and toned down pastels and stuff. And now onto the more bougie option. I literally love the next two stores so much, but I will not be able to afford this anytime soon. The first store is RUMI. It's started by Rumi Neely. It's based in Los Angeles. The name is actually so smart. Like, her name is Rumi, so it's RUMI, and their brand is called RUMI. Mind literally blown. They sell a lot of basics as well, and their color palette's mainly just like white. They sell a bunch of like white and black tops and pants. Like, they have these amazing silk dresses that look so good, but everything in the store is around like $100 to like $300. But I heard that their quality is really, really good. So if you guys like to invest in your basics, I think that you guys will really like RUMI. The second store is on a whole different level of expensive and bougie. It's called Orson Iris, I think. Honestly, I might not even be bougie enough to pronounce it right. So Orson Iris sells like a bunch of really cute silk tops and skirts, and everything in the store goes for like $300 to $800. So it's definitely very, very expensive, but like the material looks so luxurious. They have really cool designs. Like, they have a really cool bralette and a really cool corset top. So if you guys like these like pretty unique pieces, I'm sure that you guys will like Orson Iris. Even if you don't like buy anything from there, I just like looking at their clothing. It's honestly just so pretty and so gorgeous, and it looks so well crafted. So the next category that I want to talk about is sustainable fashion. And sustainable fashion is so important right now because, as you guys probably know, the clothing industry is the second largest industrial polluter in the world, following the oil industry. So a lot of big brands are incorporating a lot of sustainable elements into their stores. I think that like Urban Outfitters, even though that is a fast fashion company, they have a section called Urban Renewal, where they basically sell vintage pieces and they go thrifting for you in a sense. So there's only one of each item that they sell. So I think that this part of the store is definitely something that you can support even if you don't want to support Urban Outfitters directly. And another big brand that has a sustainable element to them is H&M. They have a conscious collection, which is basically just a whole collection made out of recycled material. And the last affordable sustainable brand I have is Everlane. So Everlane overall is an ethical fashion brand. You can like trace back their manufacturers and their producers and see that they give like their workers fair wages. And they're also moving towards becoming a sustainable fashion brand right now as well. They have like a Renew collection, and they use like recycled denim for their jeans. What's really amazing about Everlane is that their clothing is all really high quality, and you can feel that in the clothing. And so it's like really nice when you can support affordable and high quality sustainable brand. But now onto like the medium price point. I think most sustainable brands are going to be in this category just because it is more expensive when you have to actually pay your workers like fair wages and you can't do like unethical practices, you know? The first one I want to start off with is one that probably everyone knows already, Reformation. Reformation is a sustainable brand. You can find like a bunch of things on their website. They say that they invest in green building infrastructure to minimize their waste, water, and energy footprints. You probably have already seen like a bunch of their dresses and tops and stuff. Like, their dresses are so cute, but everything in their store is more pricey. It's gonna be probably around like $100 to $200, but they also have a lot of jeans. So I think if you guys want some really nice quality jeans, you guys should definitely hit up Reformation. So the next brand I have is called House of Sunny, and if you guys like a more like quirky, colorful style, then I think that you guys will really like this brand. They have a whole sustainable sector where they have like a denim shop, anti-wastage pants, and vegan leather. Their style is definitely like more on the quirky side, really colorful and bright prints, really cool patterns and cutouts. So if you guys are into that, I think that you guys will really like this brand as well. So now onto the more bougie brands. I have two for you guys. The first is Olivia Rose Label, and Olivia Rose produces literally the most amazing like Victorian era style clothing, and it looks so good. Every item is handmade to order by the sole seamstress Olivia Rose. She makes like a bunch of these really cool dresses and tops. They're definitely more on the pricey side, but I mean they're literally like made to order by just one person, so it makes sense that would be pricey. The aesthetic is everything. I love it. It's like if Reformation was made for like a queen, you know? The last sustainable fashion brand I have is called Redone, and Redone is a brand that basically redoes old Levi jeans and makes them into new ones. I hear that their jean quality is amazing. These jeans definitely cost like an arm and a leg to buy. It's around gonna be like $250 to $300 for a pair of jeans, which is a lot of money. But if you guys want to like invest in your clothing, I think this is a really good brand to check out. The next category I have is dresses, and so for the more affordable option, I have 2 accounts on Depop that are really cool and they sell really nice dresses. The first is Grace FF. She sells some really cute like baby doll dresses and summer dresses. I think she sells some really unique dresses and like vintage dresses as well. The next one I have for you guys is also on Depop, and it's called The Look House, and she sells also a lot of cool vintage dresses like slip dresses and stuff, and they go for a wide variety of prices. I would say some of them are like $20 while others are like $100. So now onto the medium price point, I have 2 brands as well. The first is called Stolen Stores, and Stolen Stores specializes in these silk dresses that literally just look like butter. Like the dresses, like the texture, it just looks so yummy. If you go on their website, everything goes for around like $100 to like $200, I would say. It is on the pricier side, but their dresses, the shape of it is just so cool. The shop kind of reminds me of REMI, but just like a more unique version of their store, because REMI specializes in like very basic pieces, but this store is like has like a lot more color, a lot more shapes. So if you guys like that whole like vibe REMI has, I think that you guys will definitely like this store as well. But the next store I have is also an Instagram vintage store, and it's called, I don't know how to pronounce it. Is it Sororite? I have no idea. But this store specializes in like the coolest corset and lingerie tops. These tops are really like vintage from like the 1920s. It's something that your great grandmother would wear during sexy time, okay? I would never find these at any thrift stores, so they're definitely like very specially curated. I think they do drops either every week or every other week on Friday. But on the more bougier side, dresses can definitely get bougie. The first store I have is With John, and With John sells the most beautiful like floral dresses. A bunch of models are wearing them right now as well, but like you probably have seen the dresses before. They're like definitely like floral patterned, and they have that like ruched sleeves and neckline. So if you guys just want like classic summer dresses, you guys should check out With John. And the last store I have for you guys is Daisy Daisy, and Daisy Daisy sells the coolest dresses ever. Like they're such like a cool unique shape. Everything is like goes for around $200 to like $400. Their aesthetic is very like baby girl goth almost, I would say. So the last category I have for you guys, I've literally been talking so much, my throat itches all of a sudden now. But the last category I have for you guys is gonna be that model off duty look. Basically just like what all the models are wearing when they're off duty, you know, as the name pretty much implies. The first brand I have for you guys is another Korean brand. It's called Modus, and you can find that on Instagram. Their clothes, it's more like streetwear almost. It's kind of, it reminds me of what like Hailey Baldwin or something would wear. But everything in their store is very like minimalistic and like very like neutral tones, white and black. The store is honestly so underrated. Like I don't see a lot of people shopping here, but it's so cool. Like their Instagram is just a whole different aesthetic by itself. So if you guys like that like streetwear, black and white, minimalist aesthetic, you guys will definitely like this store. A little bit more expensive, I have a brand called The Drobe. It's an online vintage store as well on Instagram, but how they do it, how they sell their clothes is kind of different. It's not just like they set a price point, they do bidding. So they basically start the bidding off at $5, and everyone in the comments just comment $5 more, $5 more. So that's why I put it up here, because it can definitely get more expensive. Like I would say everything in their shop goes for pretty much like definitely over $100. So like I would say around like $180 to $200. But if you go to the store, it's kind of just like LA style. It has some really cool jeans, tops. It definitely reminds me of that like model off-duty look, and you can definitely find like a bunch of really cool pieces on here. Now onto the more bougie brand. If like for model off-duties, I think like Danielle Guizo. I suck at pronunciations. Kendall Jenner always wears this brand, so you know, well, else, like how much more model off-duty can you get than like Kendall Jenner? Everything in their store is gonna be around $250 to $400, but they have like really cool pieces. Honestly, this is like one of my favorite brands to look at, and I emphasize to look at and not to buy, because I do not have $300 to spend on a tank top. I think model off-duty, that style is more just like taking statement pieces and incorporating it into an outfit and making it look really cool. And like this brand definitely provides you a lot of really cool statement pieces to use. Yeah, I think just like everything in here is super unique, and you definitely see them on like all the models. So that is it for my video. It was probably a long one, and I hope it wasn't too boring because I just went like on and on about brands the whole time, but I hope it was really helpful for you guys. And if you guys like this video, please like and subscribe. It would help me so much. And also, if you guys like this video and you guys want a part 2, I have a bunch more brands and categories for you guys. I just didn't have time to fit it into this video, but if you guys want a part 2, like and subscribe, and I'll definitely do a part 2 for you guys. But yeah, I really hope that this guide helped you guys and you guys will try these clothing brands. They're all super cool. But yeah, I think that's it for me today. As always, I'll see you guys next week. Bye.